Welcome to the Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles North and Southwest Region Gold Award Ceremony. We're here to honor and celebrate the outstanding Gold Award projects that were completed in the 2020 to 2021 membership year. Here from GSGLA's Color Guard is Troop 78394 to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, Girl Scout Promise and Law, and National Anthem.
Girl Scouts, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, the Girl Scout Promise, Law, and the singing of the National Anthem. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all people. Please join me in the Girl Scout Promise. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout laws. Now the Girl Scout laws. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, responsible for what I say and do, respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout.
And now, the singing of the National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
To begin, I would like to introduce Teresa Edie Keeney, Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles CEO.
Welcome. My name is Teresa Edie Keeney, and I have the great privilege of being CEO of Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles. Today, we're not just celebrating 230 Gold Award projects that have changed our community. We're here to honor you, the 230 Changemaker Girl Scouts who make the world a better place. Earning Girl Scouts' highest award, the Gold Award, is no small feat. Each of you has stepped up to the challenge, identified a real issue in your community, and dedicated yourself to finding a solution. You created a take action plan, invested 80 hours or more executing your project, and created something meaningful and impactful that creates sustainable change. As I read through your project descriptions, I was reminded why the Girl Scout movement is and forever will be girl-led. Girls are not assigned projects or topics to focus on. The projects you chose are directly linked to the things you're passionate about, that ignite the spark that transforms your compassion into action, like food insecurity, racial injustice and inequality, mental health, learning loss, These were just some of the issues you identified and addressed in your inspiring Take Action projects. I would like to personally extend my congratulations to each of our unstoppable 2021 Gold Award Girl Scouts. You embody the legacy of our founder, Juliet Gordon Lowe, and ensure that the next generation of female leaders are armed with courage, confidence, and character. Congratulations.
I wrote a book about the San Fernando Valley Japanese American Community Center because a lot of Japanese American community centers have their own history book telling why it was built, who built it, how it was built, but the one that is my community didn't. And that was something that was important to me because I had been a part of that center for, I think, about 7 years now. So it's definitely a community I consider myself a part of. And it's helped me connect with my heritage because I'm part Japanese. So yeah, them not having a book was kind of bad because the stories live just in people's minds. And once those people pass on, there's no record of it anywhere. Being a Japanese community center and preserving Japanese culture doesn't mean that only Japanese people can learn about Japanese culture. And it should be shared with everyone and appreciated. And I think that's such a cool thing that everything is so multicultural. You don't have to stay in your thing. You can learn about so many other cultures, and it helps you get a better understanding of other people.
How did your Gold Award project impact or strengthen your belief and commitment in helping others?
My Gold Award project has strengthened my own knowledge of recycling, the recycling process, and minimizing plastic use, which has given me the opportunity to learn and educate others.
Too often we see a problem in our community, understand that we could probably do something to help, and then move on. We're busy people and we have things going on in our lives, but in my project I was able to truly stop and take a second and be able to figure out something that I could do for my community. And it was through this that I was truly able to understand what service means. It doesn't just mean seeing a problem and moving on. It means seeing the problem and stopping to look at the cause. And after seeing the cause, doing something that will directly impact it.
My Gold Award project helped to strengthen my belief and commitment in helping others because it showed how much of an impact one person's voice can have. I had over 400 people visit my website, which is way more than I anticipated. In addition, I had over 90 college students contribute to my website. This showed me how a project started by a single person, like mine, can reach hundreds of people and inspire others to take action as well.
My project helped people see the benefits of music education and helped young students pick the right instrument for them. I loved getting to see the comments and questions that were always given at the end of each of my seminars, and hearing how my videos had middle school students on the edge of their seats paying attention. I'm excited to get back out there helping music students with resources, videos, and websites.
I chose my specific Gold Award project because I wanted to help the people at Dreamcatcher of Los Angeles. Being able to see the difference my project made inspired me to want to continue to help others.
I was surprised by how much positive feedback I received after the performance. It helped me understand that often people need something, but they don't know that they need it or how to get it. My Gold Award project taught me that sometimes you have to take action and create positive experiences for people to fill that need.
As I was preparing for my presentation with the students at the school, I was worried that no one would find it interesting or enjoy it at all, but I was wrong. The students were responsive and invested in what I was sharing. I inspired another girl to do further research on the topic as well. However, the most important outcome was changing a little girl's world. Shortly after I finished my project, the mother of a young girl in Texas reached out to me. She told me that her daughter watched my video, and for the first time in her life, she was able to tell her friends about what she lives with. When I heard the news, I was so happy I started to cry. Even if it was only one person, that was one more girl than there was yesterday. I was able to change a girl's perspective about herself and give her the confidence to share her story with other people, just by telling my story. This moment has enforced my ideals on helping others. Even if it is just the simple act of sharing your story, it can change the lives of so many people.
My Gold Award project helped me recognize how large the issue of food waste is in our community and how undereducated people still are, and encouraged me to want to educate them.
I always prioritize helping others, but after seeing the effect my project had on the community, I was able to see that all my hard work had paid off. By doing my project, I realized that helping others is crucial and benefits both yourself and those you're helping.
Completing this project greatly strengthened my commitment to supporting the Pregnancy Help Center and spreading the pro-life message. Although not everyone who I shared my ideas with agreed with my views, they appreciated my respectfulness in sharing them, which empowered me as a public speaker and advocate. This strengthened my belief that helping others is not always easy, but is, nevertheless, important.
My Gold Award definitely helped my belief in helping others strengthen, just because the impact it left on the seniors, and especially hearing their feedback and how much they truly appreciated what I had done for them. It was truly a good feeling, and I wouldn't trade anything in the world for it, honestly. It was super fun, and the whole experience was just really amazing and really nice to just be able to watch them grow and learn new things.
Gold Award project impact or strengthen your belief in helping others. I am able to get my message out to a wider audience. It makes me feel like I'm making a difference.
Providing an alternative way to exercise while stuck at home strengthened my belief in helping others. By teaching people how to build their own treadmill desk, either through in-person workshops or my DIY videos, I've given back to my community by continuing to inspire others to stay active during this COVID-19 lockdown.
Taking on the challenge to do my Gold Award project proved to me that I am capable of making a difference in my community and others. It has helped me gain the skills and confidence to take on more roles in my community. And not only has it sparked my confidence to take action, but it has also strengthened my passion to pursue a career in the healthcare field, which will allow me to continue helping others in the future.
Completing my Gold Award project was one of the most rewarding things I've ever experienced, and being able to hear the feedback from the organization that I worked with was really inspiring to me, and it truly made me feel like I want to keep helping and making a difference even after my project is done.
Getting to see the improvement from the elementary schoolers firsthand was very rewarding, and many other high school mentors felt the same way. It was amazing to see the effect that 30 minutes of kindness could have on somebody.
Through my Gold Award project, it helps strengthen my belief in helping others, because from the beginning of my project, the girls that I've impacted, they're very shy and timid, and a lot of them would not speak up or ask me questions during our Code With Me sessions. But by the end of my project, the girls were speaking out. They grew in confidence. They even asked and answered some of the questions that I gave them and they asked me.
I've seen the impacts of my Gold Award project, and I could not be happier. The Belmont residents were always excited to attend my blanket making classes and flower making classes, and I was able to create a community for residents to form friendships and socialize, and also have a way to give back to their community. The bonds I made with many of the residents who attended my classes showed me the importance of giving back, and I hope that I will always continue to volunteer as well as work with the elderly in the future.
When completing the final touches on my project, I was able to see the impact left on the preschoolers. I was excited for them to use it, and they seemed excited to use it. The fulfillment I received simply watching the children's faces light up when they saw it was enough motivation for me.
Hello, Girl Scouts. I'm Judith Batty, Interim CEO of Girl Scouts of the USA, and I'm excited to say congratulations to all of this year's Gold Award Girl Scouts. Today, you have joined a very special group of Girl Scouts by earning the Gold Award. This accomplishment shows that you are change makers the world needs right now, and that you'll continue to do big things in the future. I want to take a moment to celebrate all the incredible work you've done. You've tackled issues that are important to you to drive meaningful and lasting change in your communities and beyond, leaving a true legacy. Your path to this moment was not easy, and I'm sure you experienced setbacks and unforeseen challenges along the way, especially during the time of COVID, and so much adversity in everybody's day-to-day life. But in true Girl Scout fashion, you didn't give up. You rose to the challenges created by the pandemic with creativity and innovation, overcame obstacles you faced, and made the world a better place in the process. In earning the Gold Award, all of you have gained the experience and life skills that will put you on a path for success in college and in life. Skills like strategic thinking, communication, collaboration, problem solving, and time management. The Girl Scout Gold Award is the mark of the truly remarkable. Proof that not only do you have the power to make a difference, but you already have. It is a significant achievement, and you should feel very, very proud. I also want to say thank you to all the parents and caregivers and volunteers out there whose invaluable guidance helped you reach your goal. You are making a positive impact in the lives of the girls, championing, mentoring, and inspiring them to do their best and be their boldest selves. Your support allows girls to understand what they are truly capable of so they can put their ideas into action and make things better. I want all the new Gold Award Girl Scouts to take this moment in and enjoy it. And wherever or whenever you face challenges in life that seem too overwhelming, just remember this accomplishment and know that you have the courage, confidence, and character to overcome any obstacle in your way. This is a significant milestone in your leadership journey that will open up doors and new opportunities. I encourage you to share the power of your Gold Award experience with your family, friends, and greater network. Your story will be especially inspiring to other girls, whether they are Girl Scouts or not, because it shows them what one girl is capable of accomplishing. Congratulations again, and we can't wait to see what you'll achieve next. Thank you, and enjoy the celebration.
How has your journey through Girl Scouting and earning your Gold Award helped to shape the person you have become and the person you hope to be?
I've been a Girl Scout since kindergarten, and so being a part of Girl Scouts is a major part of my life, and it's helped me become the person who I am today, for making me kind, compassionate, and even a better leader. And the Gold Award helped me show that I can spread my abilities and help others as well.
Ever since I was a little kid, I've known I want to be a lawyer who helps fight for people who are underrepresented in our society and who have no one else fighting for them. My Gold Award helps those people in society. Foster kids have very limited people fighting for them, very limited people who are looking out for them, and I think that doing my Gold Award to help support foster kids is something that has strengthened this belief of mine. I know I want to keep going into college, into a future career, working and fighting for people who need it.
Within my 12 years of Girl Scouts, I have been able and fortunate enough to learn many different skills and tools that have helped me in school and everyday life. From learning how to sew a button to learning how to do public speaking professionally, my time here has helped me build the confidence and wisdom to help me be the person I am today.
Girl Scouts has helped me become a stronger woman and a role model for young adults. In the future, I plan to continue on this journey and take the lessons I've learned from Girl Scouts and apply them to my everyday
Being a Girl
life.
Scout has given me the confirmation to earn a career in medicine. While being a Girl Scout, I have been able to see the true and raw sides of life, and those sides have shown me that I will always have a passion and desire for helping those in need.
My experience as a Girl Scout and Gold Award recipient has taught me to take pride in my capabilities.
I'd struggled with self-confidence in the aspect of voicing my opinions. Now that I completed this project, I've learned that others will admire you if you stand up for what you believe in and make yourself heard. I've become a more confident communicator, and in the future I'll continue to make my ideas and innovations heard no matter what.
All of my work in Girl Scouts has allowed me to develop myself as someone who is not afraid to fight to change and is knowledgeable enough to do so. I've also been able to build leadership skills and the capability to take charge when necessary, but also to work as part of a team when needed.
I had to be the leader. I was no longer the kid, no longer the student, no longer just the member I had been for over 17 years. I was a leader, which honestly terrified me because that's a lot of responsibility that I didn't know I was ready for. I looked with my teachers and leaders for so long, and now I was in their position coaching my own students and leading my own project.
I've learned that through my family history, I could be the first person ever in my family to get the Girl Scout Gold Award. That would bring a lot of self-esteem to me.
Girl Scouting has shaped me to become a leader and active member in my community. By earning my Gold Award, I took action and addressed an issue that was important to me, while contributing to my school. I gained several leadership skills, including citizenship, courage, efficiency, and organization.
Girl Scouts was not only the place that I was able to help and serve my community, but it was also the place that I was able to make so many amazing friendships. I will always be grateful for the relationships that I have cultivated because of Girl Scouts. My Girl Scout Gold Award was such an amazing opportunity to help my community.
Scouting and the Gold Award have given me a series of valuable experiences that I wouldn't have had otherwise. It helped me to see my immediate community and expand my perspectives globally to reach as many people as I can. Having an awareness beyond yourself is very important.
Throughout my years in Girl Scouts and while doing this project, among other things, I gained experience in how to lead a team, gain confidence, further my problem-solving skills, and learn the importance of teamwork. These skills are invaluable.
I've learned so much, whether it's from selling cookies or going to camp or just having fun with my troop. We've had so much fun in Girl Scouts, and all these skills I've learned, I want to keep applying them and keep making myself better and becoming a better person.
Being a Girl Scout and completing my Gold Award has shaped me into becoming a better leader and has encouraged me to help people in my community.
As a Girl Scout, I have been encouraged to reach out to and form relationships with various members of my community. I've been pushed outside of my comfort zone and encouraged to persevere even when I feel like I'm at a dead end. Most importantly, I've learned that I'm a fierce, capable young woman who can accomplish anything when I set my mind to it.
My journey through Girl Scouting and earning my Gold Award has really shaped the person that I'm becoming because it's showing me exactly the impact that I make on the world. Through Girl Scouting, I've learned leave no trace, but through getting my Gold Award, I've learned that I can make the positive impact. I've learned so much about how I need to focus on how I can make the world better and leave it better than I found it.
Girl Scouts has opened the door to many opportunities for me. I learned life skills that are not necessarily taught at school. With my troop, I was able to give back to our community by singing at senior living communities, assembling holiday gift baskets for families in need, picking up trash at beaches and on city sidewalks, and making treats and toys for animal shelters and a wildlife rehabilitation center. Being a Girl Scout has shaped me to become a compassionate person who understands the importance of being involved in my community.
It shaped me to the person who I wanted to be because I wanted to make a difference in my community, and I can definitely say that the Gold Award has helped me, along with the person who I hope to be is someone who can genuinely make a change in their community, even though it's just a person and an idea.
Through the trials and tribulations of my journey, I learned that I am more than capable of anything that I put my mind to. Especially in the midst of a pandemic, self-motivation and communication were vital in accomplishing my goal of engaging the younger generation through reading.
With what I had in mind for my project, I was forced out of my comfort zone, and because of it, I was able to practice and develop better social skills, especially with adults. I have also grown in ambition. Starting a project that seems just out of reach and then completing it showed me that I can do more than I thought I could. Over the course of writing my book, my writing has improved. These are all skills that I will carry with me in the future.
Hi, I'm Senator Tammy Duckworth. When I think of Girl Scouts, I think of service. I think of hard work. I think of a commitment to making the community and the country around you a better place, no matter how old you are or how many badges you've earned. As a senator, I have one of the best jobs in the world. I get to wake up every day and use the leadership lessons I learned as a Girl Scout to fight for the next generation of girls. I get to pass policies to help more of today's young women get the opportunities they need to become Gold Award Girl Scouts or even members of Congress tomorrow. The Gold Award requires girls to show their leadership skills by taking action on a community or global issue. In other words, it instills in them the importance of public service. It shows girls that they can do anything, be anything, and help anyone, and that no glass ceiling is strong enough to keep them down. It certainly taught me that. I remember the lessons I learned in my Girl Scout uniform when I put on my Army uniform years later, even when I raised my right hand and took the oath of office here just a few years ago. And now I'm doing my best to instill the courage, confidence, and character that the Girl Scouts taught me and my own daughters as well. So thank you for working to make your community a better place and for knowing that every girl can change the world.
What inspired you to take action and pursue your Gold Award?
Throughout the pandemic, we have seen change coming across the world affecting all generations in their daily activities and lives. The quarantines that are in place have prevented mass populations from continuing their daily harmful disposals across the globe. This pandemic will be remembered as a moment when people can see just how much human beings have been at fault in polluting our most precious parks and landmarks. In these rare moments when nature's amenities are unimpeded, the only people who can truly see the impacts of the absence of human populations are select workers and rangers. By reaching out to these people still in parks and receiving their responses and pictures, people can see these stories at the parks that they would otherwise be unable to have access to. This can drive further motivation to keep the parks in this improving state as people become more cautious and conservative in their actions toward the environment. Our voices and actions are the sparks for change that will ignite a bonfire of movement when people understand what can happen in times like these.
So the main reason I decided to take action and pursue a Gold Award was I really wanted to make change for the better on a large scale. And I know that any change is good, but I really wanted to do something that would affect a larger number of people, such as members and families at Richstone. So I really wanted to be able to do something a little bit bigger than I would have been able to if I had not had the backing and support of Girl Scouts behind me.
Reading has always been a huge part of my life, and growing up, I would always visit and volunteer at our local public libraries. As I've gotten older, I've learned to understand the importance of this early literacy, and I knew that I wanted to be able to educate younger children and inspire them to love reading the same way I do.
I was inspired to take action and pursue my Gold Award by reading the back of a cookie box as a brownie. It said something along the lines of, "A Girl Scout earns her Gold Award by making a lasting impact on the world." And this really stood out to me. I've always wanted to make a difference in the world, and I saw this as the perfect opportunity for me to make an impact. So that day, as a little 8-year-old brownie reading a cookie box, I told myself, I'm gonna do that someday. And here I am.
What inspired me to take action for my Gold Award project was my deep love and passion for animals. I truly believe that they are such an amazing species and deserve to be well taken care of. I really don't know what I'd do without them.
I have lived with a condition called type 1 diabetes for a little over 11 years now, and my experience with it inspired me to take action for my Gold Award. Living with a condition that people don't know that much about can be quite isolating, and it can get kind of draining, honestly, to deal with all of these awkward interactions, from misguided pity to awkward conversations to blatant rudeness. And so I really hoped that my project could help educate those who didn't know as much and alleviate the stigma, and also help make other type 1 diabetics feel less alone, because I could have really used that in past years.
My personal experience with loneliness and a lack of creative camaraderie gave me the idea to take action to pursue my Gold Award. I want to provide a space for people like me to collaborate on creative projects, so I decided to take it upon myself to create that space.
What inspired me to take action and pursue my Gold Award project was when other people were pushing Club Kaibigan, the Filipino club at my high school, to show their solidarity for the Black Lives Matter movement, and that got me thinking. I couldn't truly empathize with what the Black community was going through, is still going through, despite the fact that Filipino Americans have their own history of racial discrimination in this nation. So I wanted to bring awareness to both myself and other Filipino Americans in high school so that we may better understand ourselves and help and become greater allies for those struggling today.
My younger sister Samantha inspired me to pursue my Gold Award. She's the strongest person I know, and I've seen the challenges that she has to endure because of her rare disease. And some of those problems were things that I could fix. And that's what my Gold Award was all about, increasing awareness and support for people living with rare diseases, just like my amazing sister.
I was inspired to take action when I realized what damage beneficial insects had been put through due to the loss of habitat.
The inspiration for my Gold Award project was my grandma, who at 82 years old learned how to paint. And seeing how proud and passionate she was about art and her creative accomplishments made me want to share that same positive experience with others in the elder community.
I was diagnosed with celiac disease my sophomore year, and in order to stay healthy, I had to cut gluten from my diet. When I went out to eat with my friends, I would just tell them I wasn't hungry, and I'd eat easier for them to digest. They didn't know I spent hours in pain in the bathroom every time I ingested gluten. I was embarrassed they would think I just had a fad diet, and I was struggling with my new reality. I decided to use my Girl Scout Gold Award project to share my experience and educate my community on the celiac disease. I hope this would help not only my community, but me with my confidence and understanding of the disease as well.
I became inspired for my Gold Award when, on my first trip in Myanmar, I became acutely aware of the lack of eyeglasses in the country for young children and became incredibly passionate about this issue. I knew that this is something I wanted to pursue for my Girl Scout Gold Award.
I was inspired to take action by hearing about the work that Scouts before me have done on their Gold Award project. I remember being impressed by the work that they were doing, and I didn't think I could do a project as intensive as the Gold Award, but I wanted to follow in their footsteps, and I'm glad I did, and it's because of them that I completed my project, and it's also because of an amazing local organization called House of Yahweh that I discovered which direction I wanted to take my project in, and I decided to partner with them, and they were amazing, and I owe the completion of my project to the amazing work that House of Yahweh does every day in changing people's lives, and to the Scouts that came before me.
I was inspired to take action and pursue my Gold Award because I wanted to help many other kids just like me. As a child, I was diagnosed with clear cell sarcoma of the kidney, a rare form of kidney bone cancer. Camp was a huge part of my recovery journey, and I wanted to give back to the community that did so much for me and to help many other people go through as well.
I was inspired to create a pen pal program after coming back from a student exchange to Culver City's South Korean sister city called Iksan in summer of 2019. I got the amazing opportunity to learn so much about a new culture, and I got to meet so many wonderful people as well.
Ever since I was a little brownie, I've wanted to earn my Gold Award because of the challenge it is to put in so many community service hours to benefit my community with something that I am passionate about. For that reason, I decided to take action and pursue my Gold Award.
I really want to help the community and provide as much help and any support that I can give, and that's why I decided to take action and do my Gold Award project.
I've had a lifelong passion for protecting the environment. I've started clubs, completed internships, and even altered my class schedule to focus on environmental education and preservation. Combined with my love for animals, my Gold Award was a perfect opportunity to take action.
The spring before I began my Gold Award, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and this immersed me into the cancer community. That summer, I cared for her as she recovered from surgery while also interning at Miller Children's and Women's Hospital. This allowed me to view cancer from my personal and family perspectives while also seeing cancer from a stranger's point of view. Later that summer, I was sitting in church and the idea of writing a book for kids with cancer came to me. So I did my own research, and I also met with my team at Miller Children's Hospital and found an overwhelming need for a book about pediatric radiation therapy.
My struggle with mental health and watching other people struggle with mental health inspired me to take action and pursue my Gold Award.
It was a personal experience since I always lacked knowledge of my cultural roots, which is Japanese, so I thought that I would help children become closer to their Japanese heritage by putting on these cooking workshops.
I was inspired to take action for my Gold Award because I am a writer and that's my passion. And growing up as a kid in a STEM-focused world, it was really exhausting to continuously hear adults and other people tell me that my passion was worthless and that it wouldn't amount to anything because the pay was bad and because it wasn't science or math related. And I really wanted to give children an opportunity to explore creative writing in a safe and nurturing environment without society limiting them from doing so. Because creative writing is incredibly important. It's a way to safely express your emotions, to tell stories that need to be told, and to even produce art that no one else can produce except for yourself. And so those are the main reasons that inspired me to take action and begin my project.
Celebrate your Gold Award Girl Scout with the gift of a lifetime. Young alum lifetime memberships are now available for just $200. Your investment in a lifetime membership ensures that girls always have the support they need to reach their full potential and change the world. Lifetime members receive a membership card and pin, various discounts, including 10% off Girl Scout merchandise purchased online, invitation to join an annual call for lifetime members hosted by GSUSA's CEO, an invitation to memorable local and national events, and will receive a monthly e-newsletter. Visit GSGLA's membership page at girlscoutsla.org for more information. How did you overcome challenges and persevere in completing your Gold Award during the COVID-19 pandemic?
During the pandemic, it was very difficult to finish my Gold Award. Because the beaches and the aquarium was closed, I wasn't able to accomplish what I initially planned. And my motivation was extremely low, and I didn't think I would ever finish my project. But my support system really motivated me and pushed me through it. And I had to change my project just slightly, but I was able to accomplish it.
The COVID-19 pandemic changed everything that we knew about the world and how we lived in it. With the world shut down, countless adjustments had to be made to my project as the needs of best friends changed as well. I overcame all the obstacles by refusing to give up, by believing that even when I didn't think I could do it, I truly could fight to the end. I knew how important my project was to best friends, to the volunteers and the visitors and the animals, and how much of a lasting impact I could make. I learned that sometimes you need to fight harder than you ever thought you could, and that when someone or something needs you, you never give up on them.
The COVID-19 pandemic was a huge challenge for me and my Gold Award, but it forced me to adapt and get creative.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, it really disabled me to teach the kids at the Toberman Neighborhood Center. The situation challenged me to think outside of the box and use various methods such as online learning. And I opted to teach the kids using ebooks and digital outlets.
A challenge I faced during the COVID-19 pandemic with the Gold Award was keeping the workshop interactive and enjoyable over Zoom. I was able to solve this problem by creating questions to put throughout the presentation to keep the audience engaged with the material. Also, at the end of the workshop, I had a Kahoot with questions on the material, and the top 3 podium placers got gift cards.
While the pandemic was an unforeseen challenge that nobody could have expected, I honestly believe that it made my project better than it ever could have been. My original goal was to collect 1,000 books for the domestic violence shelter for the library that I was building them, and did build them. After the pandemic, I realized I collected over 11,000 books and was able to not only donate them a lot of them to the domestic violence shelter, but also to places in my community such as local school districts and the courthouse.
The COVID-19 pandemic definitely presented challenges to my Gold Award project, especially considering it was based so much on working directly with students and younger Girl Scouts. However, I learned how to utilize technology and adopt my project so I could complete it. Throughout the process, I definitely learned a lot about perseverance and how you have to change your plans and make the best of any situation.
While working on my Gold Award during the COVID-19 pandemic, I was able to overcome and persevere through challenges with the help of my fantastic support system, my parents, the participants in my Gold Award, and other Girl Scouts were very encouraging, and also a lot of trial and error. It's all about learning. It's all about learning.
It was not always easy to complete this award during the pandemic. I chose to make my project related to youth sports that have been affected by COVID-19. I had to be flexible and adaptable when completing my project because tasks that were once simple became a little more complicated. I decided to spend more of my time on my website and social media account dedicated to my project as COVID.
To overcome challenges and persevere in completing my Gold Award, I sat down and wrote out a plan so I would not feel overwhelmed. In developing a plan, I was able to finish all of the goals that I had set for myself in regards to completing the project. Whenever I accidentally sewed incorrectly, I went back and fixed my mistake carefully. I made sure all the ties and pieces of fabric were in the right place. Lastly, I inspected the masks once each one was finished to ensure that they were up to standard.
I really overcame the challenges of the pandemic during my Gold Award project by really embracing technology. I created virtual lesson plans for the teachers and students to use, as well as in-person lesson plans when they returned back to school.
There were many challenges that I experienced throughout my Gold Award project due to the global COVID-19 pandemic. I overcame them by modifying some original plans, having creativity, and problem-solving skills. This experience taught me to think outside of the box, and since I was determined to persevere, I knew that I had to stay positive and continue to move forward.
For my project, COVID played a central role in how I did it and in how I came up with my ideas. In the end, the idea of creating a virtual curriculum to be more accessible was not only something I did to address COVID, but also an idea that wouldn't have occurred to me, even though it has benefits that will go long beyond the pandemic. I also used that kind of workaround to make sure I had a project that I would be able to do without having to physically be in a place. I was able to work entirely virtually.
About halfway through completing my Gold Award project last year, the COVID pandemic hit. Thankfully, I came up with ways that I could still reach my students and deliver music theory education to them in the comfort of their own homes. I recorded many YouTube videos on my lessons, so that way my students could watch and rewatch anytime they feel it's necessary. I also use the familiar platform now, Google Classroom. Lastly, I also use Zoom to deliver my classes from home. From there, I realized that I was able to actually reach more kids because they didn't have to physically be in a classroom with me. I hosted them many times a week alongside my advisor, Mr. Kamita. And we did this successfully, adapting to the COVID-19 pandemic during my project.
My Gold Award was approved a month before the pandemic, and once the pandemic hit, I was forced to find digital alternatives for my project. Thankfully, my project was exactly that. I was able to find online alternatives for both my senior and junior Girl Scout classes. And not only were these alternatives amazing and worked out perfectly, but they also proved the importance of closing the gender and age gap in technology.
The pandemic moved our lives online. I had to revise how to achieve my original project's goals while adhering to Los Angeles health restrictions. My partners and I created an online environment that was innovative, attractive, and with a payoff. We innovated by hosting raffles to incentivize participation and maximize engagement. Our attractive environment included social interaction and business plan writing support without excessive lectures or PowerPoints. The payoff was that participants had access to over $250 of startup funding, and their businesses were promoted through social media platforms. The encouragement and support I received from GSGLA staff and mentors kept me motivated to persevere, and I was able to serve 600 plus youth in virtual settings.
Due to coronavirus, I faced many challenges while completing my Gold Award. First of all, I couldn't meet with anyone in person, so everything had to be over email and phone calls, which was really difficult because there were times people wouldn't reach back to me, and I had to find ways to work around that and find new people to contact. I also taught American Sign Language and proper etiquette when talking to or approaching a deaf or hard of hearing person to younger Girl Scout troops.
And this was challenging because it had to be on Zoom, so I had to find an effective way for them to be able to see the signs clearly and learn in an efficient way.
I overcame my challenges and persevered amidst the COVID-19 pandemic by continuing to maintain contact with those I was working with. When the pandemic hit, I still continued to build, plan, and collect what I needed for the project. Then I waited for the right opportunity to arise to follow through my plans, having to be flexible to come up with new plans of actions when things didn't happen the way I planned it.
Problems are everywhere, ever-growing, affecting everyone. Some might get bogged down, stressed out, and overwhelmed, but these girls, they are Gold Award Girl Scouts, and they take action now.
I am a Gold Award Girl Scout.
I am proud to be a Girl Scout.
I'm a Gold Award Girl Scout.
6,000 Gold Award Girl Scouts a year are creating real change, tackling society's grand challenges, one issue at a time.
For my Gold Award project, I founded the Girls First Junior program, which is to get middle school girls interested in math and science.
I created documentary films, a playlist, a website, and a curriculum on the topics of child marriage, human trafficking, and gender inequity.
Note to Self was about empowering girls to learn about themselves emotionally and take care of themselves emotionally.
I created a nonprofit called Junior Ocean Guardians, and through that I also created a challenge called No Straw November.
I love being a Girl Scout because it transformed me from a shy girl to a vocal STEM advocate.
It really helps us channel our passions into actual action.
I wouldn't be who I am without Girl Scouts today.
One girl can change the world. These girls have changed the world. Together, Gold Award Girl Scouts are tackling society's grand challenges, creating change today for a better tomorrow.
Can one girl change the world? One girl can totally change the world, but a whole bunch of girls can change the universe.
Hello again, Girl Scout family. From everyone here at Girl Scouts of Greater Los Angeles, thank you for joining us today as we lift up the voices and stories of 230 awe-inspiring Gold Award Girl Scouts. I would also like to recognize the families and troop leaders of our guests of honor today. It truly takes a village, and it is not lost on me the time, the talent, and the treasure you've devoted to supporting these Gold Award Girl Scouts throughout their journey. Caring adults truly power the Girl Scout movement. As we end our ceremony today and you go out into the world, let us be reminded of the well-known quote from Juliet Gordon-Low herself. The work of today is the history of tomorrow, and we are its makers. So I challenge you now to go out there and do what Girl Scouts do best. Make history by making the world a better place. I can't wait to see what you'll do next.
Congratulations to the entire Gold Award class of 2021, and thank you for celebrating with us. Thank you to the more than 20 dedicated Gold Award committee members. Their commitment to guiding girls through the process of earning their Gold Award is evidenced in the many hours spent reading project proposals, final reports, interviewing, and mentoring girls. You are all superstars.